What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm gonna give you the blueprint to weight loss. Yes, you heard it here. I'm gonna give you the exact blueprint to weight loss. A lot of you guys came to my channel, probably found me because you were trying to lose weight and you're trying to get some more information. On my Instagram I do have a couple of information in there as to how you could lose weight, but it's a little bit more fragmented just because with reels you cannot go above a minute and like 30 seconds, right? Reels are usually 90 seconds. It's not enough to actually explain the whole process, but that's why I'm making this video. I'm gonna give you the whole tea and everything else you need to actually start your weight loss journey in this video. By the way, guys, my name is Victor. I help busy professionals lose weight and stay in shape without having to sacrifice their work-life balance. If what you're seeing here sounds great to you and you want to see more, subscribe to the channel, go follow me on Instagram. All links are going to be in the description. So let's get into it. As you can see, I have my whiteboard here. I like the whiteboard because you can just draw things on it and you can customize it. So it's really great. Now, let me zoom this so you guys can actually see what I'm doing here. So at the top, we have weight loss, right? What's weight loss? So when I'm talking about weight loss, I'm not talking about just losing weight. I'm talking specifically about losing fat, because a lot of time when people think about weight loss, they just use it as a blanket term, but it's really just losing fat. You want to lose fat from your body, right? With weight loss, there are only three things you need, and those are the things that I listed here. These are the three things you have to focus on: your calories, your muscle mass, and your activity. Seems very simple, but we're gonna go into all these, and I have this in order of importance. So the first order of importance is your calories, and then your muscle mass, and then your activity, and I'll explain why as we get into the video. So first of all, when it comes to your calories, this is what you need. You need to be in a calorie deficit if you want to see any type of weight loss. You are not going to lose weight if you're not in a calorie deficit. I don't care how buff you are. I don't care how much you run, how much activity you're doing. If you are not in a calorie deficit at the end of the day, you are not going to lose weight. You're going to stay fat and you're not going to lose weight. What is a calorie deficit? A calorie deficit is simply the fact that you are eating a lot less calories than you're burning. So say you burn, let's take 2000 calories, right? Let's say that's what you need in the day. 2000 calories you need in the day to survive. If you're eating anything under 2000 calories, your body has to make up for the rest of the calories that you're missing. And those extra calories your body will get from your fat cells. That's where your body is going to get that extra amount of calories to actually facilitate, your processes in the body. So if you're giving your body that room, that deficit, that's why it's called the deficit. Your body has to get that extra from somewhere, and usually it's going to come from your fat. That is the premise of fat loss. That is how you actually start losing fat. But the thing is, the calorie deficit is not just going to be enough. You can be in a calorie deficit and you will lose fat up to a certain point, but then your body is going to start to fight back. So you need another tool. You need additional soldiers to fight on your behalf. And that brings us to the second thing: muscle mass. Now, muscle mass, this is exactly why I said that when it comes to weight loss, a lot of people just use it as a blanket term, but in reality, you want to lose fat while keeping all your muscle, and I'll explain why. The reason why is because you actually need your muscle to burn the fat. So let's say fat is fuel, right? But fuel on its own is not just going to burn itself. You actually need an engine to burn the fuel. If you have a car, you understand what I'm saying. If you don't have that engine, or if you have a smaller engine, then your car automatically burns less fuel. That's why if you buy like $20 worth of gas and you're driving a V4 engine, that gas is going to take you a lot longer than that same amount of gas for a V8 engine. With a V8 engine, you can burn that in one ride. So you definitely want to have enough muscle mass to facilitate the fat loss process and to speed it up. That's why in my program, personally, I add weight training in there just so you can build enough muscle, and it's gonna help speed up the fat loss. That's what your muscle mass does. So it gives you an increased metabolism. A lot of people are like, oh man, my metabolism is so low. I have low metabolism. I'm not able to burn fat that easily. If you have a lot of muscle, you're not going to have this problem, because I think there was a study that was actually done on this. If I find it, I'm going to link it in the description. But they took two guys, right? Two guys, same age, but one had considerably more muscle than the other, and they put them in a room and they just had them sit there and watch TV. And then they had some machines attached to them recording their metabolic rate. And the guy with the extra muscle mass was actually burning more calories than the other guy doing nothing, just sitting there. So that's the advantage that like muscle mass is going to give you. It's going to give you an increased metabolism, helping you to be able to burn weight faster, like burn fat faster. So yeah, that's why you need muscle mass. But at the same time, again, this is not going to be enough if you want to see maximum results, right? This is going to be the difference between someone just getting to like 15% body fat and someone getting to 10% body fat. For that, you need something extra, because your body is still going to want to fight back. Your body is always trying to preserve. So you need another thing to actually push you, to push your body and give it that extra, oomph, and just package the whole thing. The third point is activity. Now, I put this last because the other two are definitely more important. First of all, if you're not in a calorie deficit, zero. You have no hope, right? So clean up your diet. You need help doing that, book a call down below. You have to increase your muscle mass, because you can be in a calorie deficit, but if you don't have the exact mechanism, which is the engine to actually burn the fat, then you're not going to burn the fat, right? You lose a little bit of weight with the calorie deficit, but then you're going to get to a point and you're going to plateau, right? If you have increased muscle mass, it's going to help increase the amount of calories you can burn, right? The amount of fat you can burn too. And then with the activity, this is to actually put you more in a calorie deficit. So now we said a calorie deficit is if you have your calories here, right? You want your activity here and you want your calories here, right? A little bit like this. But when you're here, you can only reduce your calories by so much, because the wider this gap, the more your body is going to fight against it. The more stressed you're going to be, the less energy you're going to have, and you just cannot keep doing this, right? Because then you're going to get to a point where you're not eating anything, and that's bad, right? You don't want to get there. So what is the other option? You keep your activity here, your calories are here, and then you start increasing your activity. So now you're widening the gap, but you're not widening it down by reducing your calories. You're widening it by increasing your activity, and that is the key to staying lean all year round. If you notice with me, I never get fat, right? I never get fat. I'm always lean, between 10 to 15% body fat all year round. And the main reason why this is the case is because I have such a high activity level that no matter what I eat, no matter what I do, I'm still gonna stay the same, because I'm constantly burning calories every single day, right? I'm hitting the gym, I'm doing my cardio, I go on walks almost every day for about 30 minutes, and that keeps my activity high. So if I have an off day where I got out of my deficit, let's say I had an off day where I just decided to go out, maybe go party, maybe go eat, eat some pizza, or just eat something that has a higher amount of calories, I'm not worried about it, because I know that my body is in a constant state of burning calories. My engine is firing all the time, right? So I'm not worried about a few extra calories here or there. And this is how you can stay lean all year round. You can eat whatever you want. You see, there are people that they do that, where they can actually eat whatever they want and they're still lean. And then you're like, oh my God, I wish I had his body, or I wish I had her body. No, it's nothing special. It's because they're constantly moving. They're constantly doing stuff. They're probably very busy. They have a busy job where they have to walk all the time. And that's just the formula. They're able to stay lean all year round. So if you do this, if you can add this is like the cherry on the cake. This is what is going to just boost your results, right? And you're going to be able to lose weight at a much faster rate, right? So with activity, of course, cardio, that's one of the best ways to actually increase your activity. Just increase your cardio, right? Cardio can be anything, guys. It depends on what you prefer, right? I prefer to walk I don't really like the running because I'm trying to preserve as much muscle as possible, and running is not really good in terms of muscle preservation. We can talk about that in another video, not this video. We're talking strictly about weight loss. But I like to walk. Some people like to go on hikes. Other people like to go play sports. I do play sports too. I play soccer, and that is great. If you are able to do that, consistently lose weight without having to plateau. So to recap, you have weight loss. If you want to lose weight, you need three things. You need calories to be in a calorie deficit, you need muscle mass, which is going to increase your metabolism, and you need some type of activity, which is going to be your cardio. And if you do these three things, if you have all these three things, there is no way on earth you're not going to lose weight. There is no way. This is nothing. This is not a lot of things. You can do this easily. You can literally start today. All you need to do with the calorie deficit, you need to figure out how many calories you need in the day. What is your resting metabolic rate in terms of just how many calories you need in your body to maintain your weight, right? You figure that out, and then once you do that, then you reduce the amount by about 200 calories to start. You can do 300. If you're obese, you can actually do 500, right? If you're morbidly obese and you really want to start getting the ball rolling. Then with muscle mass, obviously you want to do weight training, progressive overload, increase the weights, all that jazz, right? We can talk about that at a different time. And guys, all this in my program, you get all this, right? You get all this teaching. I don't need to sit here, and I go in depth into all this stuff. And then with the activity, you just want to get off the couch, right? Walk around, do some cardio, right? Whatever it is that you want to do. You want to go out, you want to go on a run, whatever is going to help you increase your activity, do it, right? Nothing wrong with watching a movie here and there, but make sure that you get some type of physical activity in daily. And that's it, guys. The whole formula for weight loss given to you for free. If you want me to do version of this video where I talk about weight gain, because I know not everybody's trying to lose weight, some people are trying to gain weight, then give this video a like and leave a comment down below. If I see enough comments asking me for that video, then I'll make that video as well. And if you want me to coach you on how to apply all these concepts with a plan and program specialized for you, in the description it's going to be a link where you can actually book a one-on-one call with me, and we can chat about your goals, what you're trying to do, and formulate a plan for you based on that. Book a call with me if you're really serious about losing weight, and I mean really serious, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.